Hi there, hello, welcome. Don't mind me, I'm just mining a bit of limestone here. Why, you may ask? Well, coming Monday is the first of the Fort Forinthry storyline updates, New Foundations. So gone will be the old lumberyard and replaced with, just in the wilderness, just in the Silveria area here, will be Fort Forinthry, or the old ruins of it that we will have to rebuild. So this Fort Forinthry storyline is going to be an ongoing thing throughout the year. Next month there will be a quest which we will require tier 1 of each of the buildings in the fort for. Continuing through the year there will be more and more updates that require us to have built this fort. Obviously I said in my look into the year ahead video what I'm going to be focusing on. I've got a comp cape and they've already said the comp cape requirement is going to be to get all the buildings to tier 3. So that is what I'm going to be aiming at. Now they showed in the video that limestone is going to be the rock used to build the walls. Now that makes sense lore-wise, because the limestone mine is the closest mine to Fort Forinthry, and you would build a fort out of local materials, wouldn't you? So that's great. Wish I'd thought about that before. Maybe I could have stocked up, because they're incredibly expensive on the GE already, hence I've been mining them. Also, they show using mahogany logs, and I don't know where they get mahogany from around here, but I expect probably lower tier will be, different logs. The first building we get to build will be the workshop, and it's got some really good features. To start with, as the lumberyard's gone, now rather than just taking logs there and getting them turned into planks for a fee, we will have a log making machine attached to our workbench. You can go to your workbench with logs and turn them into planks. Also, there will be a stone cutter machine, so we can turn limestone blocks into limestone bricks, which we then turn into wall sections. And the planks we can turn into fancy planks, or whatever they call them, I forget the exact wording, which we can turn into frames, which are used to build the houses. I did also buy all of today's stock of limestone bricks from the estate agent bloke in Prif, because, hopefully we can just go straight to bricks and that will save some time. So the basic process of building these buildings is going to be take some logs, turn them into planks, turn them into fancy planks, turn them into frames, and then get the blueprints from the bloke that used to run the lumberyard, who's got a new job. He's in charge of the blueprints now, and use them to build the housing. Same with rocks. Use the rocks on the limestone rocks on the rock splitter to turn them into bricks. Use the bricks to turn them into wall sections, and then with the blueprints, I'm guessing again, turn those wall sections into wall to protect us from the wilderness. Because remember, Fort Forinthry is on the edge of the wilderness, and they have hinted that there will be later updates when some of the beasties in the wilderness aren't going to be too happy we built a fort here, so they might try attacking. So you want to build those walls strong. So what buildings are we going to get, and what use are they? But as I said, we've got the workshop to start with. This is the one I'm probably most excited about. Got a workbench with your sawmill thing. You've also got an invention bench, an archaeology bench. There's also a bank chest, obviously. There's a forge and anvils. Now, this I love. For one thing, I do a lot of clues, make a lot of money out of making alchonics, and the amount of times I go to make an alchonics and I've got no refined parts, and it's like, oh god, no refined parts, right. So I'm going to have to teleport to a forge to withdraw some rune bars, to then teleport back to the Invention Guild, to then make the junk refiners, to then make the refined components, to then make the refined parts, to then alchonics. It's a pain. But now, if I go there and I need more refined components, I've got a forge right next to me. I can withdraw the rune bars and instantly make the refiners and make the parts. Brilliant. Also, when they done that update a while back, I don't know if you remember, and you can now access your forge from your bank, you can see what's in there, but you can't transfer, so that's still a pain. But now you've got a bank chest right next to a forge, so that's going to make that a lot easier too. And once we get the workshop up to tier 3, which is I believe is the highest tier it goes, you'll get some really useful perks. Now, the one that most people are going to be excited about is the Invention Bench perk, because once you've got tier 3 there, you actually get 20% more power in the Invention Guild for your machines. So you can possibly have one extra high-powered machine in there. They said they're going to have a hard cap on alch machines, so don't get too excited. You can't have 3 high-power alch machines in there making you bucket loads of GP, but it's nice that we've now got a little bit extra power. Would still be nice to have the switch in between different things so we could actually fill up all the spaces and then pay to see which one we use, but who knows, maybe in the future. The next building they spoke about was the town hall, and yawn, did I find this boring. From what I can see from the perks of it, you get some extra bonus XP from, either playing the game or not playing the game, some extra bonus XP. Do we really need extra bonus XP? I mean, look at how much I've got now. Really do not need it. Then the next building is the chapel. Now, another one I don't have a huge amount of interest in. I'm maxed, I'm comp, I don't really care. I'm not going to go for 120 per hour. I'm not going to go for 200 mil per hour. I don't care. But it looks good. You get like standard gilded without with the burners or without the burners or whatever, or at a higher tier, then you get it to be like the Chaos Altar one. And with the burners lit, any herb, and people on the same world can put like stacks of herbs in, so you get the bonus even without putting the herbs in. You have a 10% chance of not using the bones or the ashes. Could be really good for saving money. They've said using the powders from Hex Oasis is still going to be the best way to train prayer XP wise, but it's just an interesting different way of doing it. It could be useful, but you're not going to be able to build it to a higher level anyway, so it's not going to replace the altar in your POH anyway, so it's just a useful thing. The one thing I did really like, shout out to Mod Black Witch here. She is absolutely brilliant, because people complain, oh, why does it have to be Ceridonian? Why does it have to be Ceridonian? And she'd already thought of that. And once you're tier 3, you can choose your god of choice. And you get a whole change of decorations, stained glass windows matching your god and everything. Really cool. Love Mod Black Witch. This was obviously going to look cool once she got involved. The final building we can build is the command centre. Now this is also highly of interest to me, because with the command centre you'll get these 4 benches, which will be player owned ports, Anachronia Base Camp, Miscellanea Kingdom Management, and another one, which I completely... Base Camp? I don't know. I forget. But there's going to be 4. So this is great because it saves you having to visit all these places individually and sort them all out. I mean, most of us, we probably do ports every morning when we log in. You can go to ports. You can check out Miscellanea while you're there. You can check out Base Camp while you're there. Really good. Love this. There will be some bonuses as well once you're higher tier, more likely to succeed in ports missions. Very handy. You can get the kingdom to hold its 100% reputation for a week for a fee, so that's quite handy. Makes it less, you know, a daily scape. Yeah, I really like the look of this building. So is that all, you ask? Well, no, it's not, because as I said at the start, there is going to be a quest out next month that requires us to have the fort, and they've said the reward for completing that fort will be another building. They haven't said what it is, but that's quite exciting. And also, as I said, throughout the year, there's going to be more and more content coming out that requires the fort. I'm really excited by this. It looks stunning. It looks quite entertaining and engaging. And as I said, my main goal is going to be to get my comp cape back, which I will lose on Monday as soon as this update comes out. Hopefully, I'm going to have enough limestone by then. I've also got tons of logs and tons of planks in the bank, so, you know, hopefully it won't take me too long to get my comp cape back and be awaiting the next great update from Fort Forinthry. Thank you for watching this video. It's just a quick one, because we only got, well, quick, I've probably been rambling for hours, but kind of quick because we haven't got a huge amount of information. Just trying to get it out to you before the actual update so you can try and be prepared like I am and, you know, get some limestone and not have to pay ridiculous GE prices. And if you're an Iron Man, let's face it, you've definitely got to get mining. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.